Hey, YouTube family, how you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, it's a triple header. I just posted a video on Bridgerton, and the question is do they feel, I love Bridgerton series, but I guess the question is, how are you liking those sex scenes? My daughter, who's in her 20s and I'm in my 50s, we both was fast forwarding through it. It's like, Bridgerton is written so well. Why do we need those fillers in there? So check out that video. And then the second video, this will be about Ben Affleck. It looks like rumor is he's allegedly relapsed. So let's get into that. And then the third video will be on King Charles asking his dimwit son to please stop writing about the family. Just stop. So I'd like to get into that in the third video. So this is the second one. It's a triple header. And let's get into it. We're going to talk about Ben Affleck, and the rumor is, the word on the street is that he has, in fact, relapsed. And that's very sad. But it's not the end of the world for him. What I do find interesting is that, like, J-Lo posted a happy Father's Day to him on her Instagram, and it looks like she's really not accepting reality. But relapse is a part of the recovery process. But I saw a picture in 2018 of him with Jennifer Garner giving him a bag of McDonald's or something. And he was, as you can see in the picture, drunk out of his mind. And then you fast forward 6 years later, he's back there again. So there is my prayers are with him and his children, because this is really sad. Now, J-Lo, I think that J-Lo, I've been hearing that she's trying to hold on because the kids are so close to Ben's kids. And I call BS on that. You know why? Because J-Lo has been married 3 times before. Them kids and seen men running in and out that house. They're not traumatized. Trust me. They've been there, done that. I think what they need is just their mom and their father. They're going to be okay. But they're not traumatized because, before Ben, it was A-Rod. And before A-Rod, it was, what was the dancer that she didn't marry? Casper Smart, I think is his name. And then before Casper, it was Chris Judd. No, she didn't have the baby before Chris Judd. She had Casper Smart. So it's been men running in and out of that house. Now, also the rumor is that maybe Ben Affleck knows that J-Lo, there is some legal shit coming down the pike with this Puff Daddy thing. Because remember, allegedly, J-Lo got rid of the gun. That's what they're saying. I don't know, and now they're saying that maybe J-Lo has been meeting with the feds, having to interview with her lawyers being called in, and Ben Affleck is like, this is just too much. And if J-Lo had any problems, any issues rather, or any sort of involvement with that, discarding that gun, that's serious. So we don't know. We will not know for sure. But one thing's for certain is that Ben Affleck sped out of control really fast. And the fact that he is living separately, that was clear. So I think J-Lo, if J-Lo loves him, just go dark. Stop posting shit on the internet. Every time you post something about him, he doesn't like it. He's a private person. You could tell it. He doesn't want that. He does not want to live his life in the tabloids. He doesn't. But you go ahead and you post on Instagram, oh, happy Father's Day to the, girl, stop. You guys are in the middle, getting ready to divorce. He's living in a separate house and he's relapsed. He's got to work on his sobriety first, not you. He's got to work on his sobriety. This is a battle of life and death. He's got an addiction. And he's trying to stay sober. J-Lo, get you some therapy. You a love addict at the very least. I don't think J-Lo, I don't think she abused alcohol or drugs or anything like that. She does not at all seem that way. But up here, I think and she's a love addict. And this marriage, she's not willing to accept reality. And the reality is he wants out. He appears to want out. I'm not a fly, I'm not in his head. I have no idea, no proof. This is just my opinion. But anytime he moves out and live in a separate house, he's establishing some space. And anytime he tells you that he does not like to have his relationship played out in the media, and then you turn right around and then you just put all his business in a documentary and then continue to post about him on your social media, that means, Jennifer, you don't give a shit about what he thinks. It's about what you want. And you don't want him to leave you. So you're a narcissist too. So why you get with the guy, first of all, who never put you first? He dumped you 3 days before you were supposed to get married 20 years ago. And then now he marries you, then he runs away from you and he goes to live in a separate house. And then you're still posting about him on social media. Stop it. Just stop it, because we're not falling for it. We're not falling for it. But I am really praying for Ben Affleck. I have addicts. You know what? I know what addiction and recovery is, and I lost my father to alcoholism. He lost his life to drink. He drank himself to death, and it's horrific. So I know how much and how devastating it is on the family and on the person who's suffering. It's a brain disease. Addiction is a brain disease. So my prayers are with Ben Affleck and his children. They are. Now, J-Lo and her kids, they're going to be okay. Because them kids have seen enough men come in and out. They're not going to be devastated because Ben Affleck, he's just one of many. He was not the first and he ain't going to be the last. Just my opinion. All right, guys, leave your comments in the chat. I would like to know what you think. I think it's sad that he's going through a relapse, but I think it's very telling. And we can learn a lot from these celebrities. I told you guys, we can just look at them and just say, hey, and it helps us to kind of calibrate what's going on in our lives. Like when it comes to love addiction, like I can tell you right now, there's no way in hell I'm going to go back with a guy who dumped me 3 days before we were supposed to get married. That has never happened to me. But I can tell you if it did, I wouldn't be going back to him. I can promise you that. So it looks like J-Lo has never done the work necessary to get well rooted in self and become fully actualized as a your independent self. And it sounds corny, but you got to do the work, ladies and men, gentlemen. You got to do the work. You got to be happy. Happiness is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. You cannot rely on anybody else, a third person to come, or somebody on the outside to come in to make you feel better. And people resent it when you look at them as if they're the ones that's going to brighten your day and you rely only on them. People get to resent that, especially when that other person is trying to find their own way. Because people who are really together won't allow you to do that to them. So, I mean, we can learn a lot from these celebrities. Ben Affleck and his recovery. Why did he choose a love addict? I mean, why? Why did he marry her? And another thing is that Ben Affleck, as soon as he divorced, soon as Jennifer Garner divorced him, he jumped in relationship after relationship after relationship. He never gave himself a chance to be alone and be with his kids and focus on his recovery. Because he dated that girl, that Booker from Saturday Night Live. And then he got with the Spanish actress. And then he had a big billboard of her. She was much younger than him. They did a movie together and he did an exceptional job. Because he was a killer. He did a great job. It was on Hulu, I believe. It was really good. But he had a cardboard picture of her. And then when they broke up, you see the cleaning crew put it on the curb. And it's like, okay, what's that about? And then, of course, he gets back with J-Lo. And then they get married. And then they're addicted to the lights and the fame and the tabloids. But that's just, that was not good for him, I don't think. So, you know, maybe this time around he can just focus on his children and recovery and focus on his art. He's an exceptional director and actor and producer. So let's see more of that. All right, guys, leave your comments in the chat. I'd like to hear from you, and I want to thank you for watching, and I will chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao. Mwah.